Hi, hi.
Hi, good to
Wait,
see
wait.
you.
Good to see you too. We actually already live. Sorry, I put it too early, but I hope you're ready.
Sweet.
Wait,
We're we're on uh we're on these three right here. X, Abstract, and YouTube.
yeah, on all three,
Dope.
and it will be recorded on YouTube. And then I ask AI to make a text of the video, and I will put time code. So for people, it will be comfortable to rewatch and everything. And on Abstract, we're streaming, and yeah, just. Of course, on X. X is the main platform, and Abstract is still experimental for me. Have you
Cool.
tried Abstract, by the way? Because I know that I follow you on Instagram, and I know that you're doing streams there, and it's pretty successful because I see like you gain a lot of views and everything. So, have you tried an Abstract?
Yeah, actually, I really like Abstract. So far, I use. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, Restream. I've never been in this. Wait, what is? Is there a? I didn't know this even existed in here. This live chat thing. I didn't even realize I was on Restream. But yeah, I use Restream. I go to X and Abstract and Instagram. So, but abstract onboarding was really easy, um, and it's just like smooth and everything. So yeah, I like it.
So why you are not there yet? I missed this. Sorry.
Oh, are you trying to look for me?
No, I'm asking why you're not an abstract still.
Oh, I am on abstract.
Oh, you stream in an abstract. Sorry, I'm not a like super active user on abstract. I'm just making stream there myself, and that's it basically. So
Yeah,
I
that's the same with me. I'm not on there that much, but I stream from there because I know like right now it's the best place for Web3 stream, like Web3 audience to watch. But I don't usually go on there to watch other people.
I think it's
Actually, yeah, rarely.
the same, for all creators. I just trying to understand why we are so small, and can I make it as a bit bigger?
Yeah,
Okay, like this.
I like the beans.
Thank you.
Come here.
Okay, show your dog. Show your dog. I have a dog that's singing too. I understand that sometimes they need attention.
Look at
Hi.
this. I got this. I got this dog last night. Her name's Blue.
What? How it happened? How it happened?
I'm dog sitting. So I have
Oh.
one dog, my own dog. I'll show you here in a second, but I dog sit. So this is Blue. She's 4 months. She's super cute. She has a little diaper on, and then come here. Then we have this doggy. He's 10. His name's Spock. He's super sweet. You're
Yeah,
sweet. And then
he doesn't look
buttons.
old. Tell him.
Come here, buttons. Come here. Come here, buttons. Okay, and
Yo.
then this is buttons. Hey, buttons.
I
Hey,
never
buttons.
saw so many dogs in one place. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Butter.
I
Come here,
love it.
butter. No, not you. Not you. Butter. Come here. Come here,
So
butter.
two of these dogs are yours, and one is you took to care about her, right?
Four. I'm taking care of four right now, and then my dog is Arthur. I'll grab him.
That's a
This is
real
Arthur.
collector. Oh
Yeah,
my god, the cutie.
he's my little baby. He's our son. Yeah, he's 6.
Oh my god.
But
That's such
yeah, he's a dachshund, and that's how I got my name, Dachshund Wizard, because I love dachshunds. So yeah,
He's awesome. I have my dog Yoshi, but she's in another. These eyes. Oh my god. That's
yeah, he's always like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and they look. He's like looking away.
Yeah. I have Chihua, and her eyes always like that too, But I closed her in another room because she's scared of fireworks, and we have celebration in our country, so I don't want her to bark during
Oh,
our.
what celebration is it?
It's Independent Day in my country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where? Hold on, I'm gonna connect my headphones.
yeah, okay.
Sometimes it takes a little while.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Mm. X is so buggy recently. Let me check. Are we live or not? Yeah, we're live. Everything is good.
I always joke that like BZ BZ has more team members than like all of X, because it's like
I see you
there's
guys
things that are broken in
everywhere.
X for so long, and it's like you can fix this easily.
Yeah.
Okay, they're connected now. Sweet.
So I see you actually like everywhere, everywhere. All my timeline in your collectibles, in tagging you busy, busy, busy. I see it everywhere from every person that I can call a collector, And I myself, I showed you. I have Murakami cards and everything. And the
Mm.
thing
Oh, I
is,
love
I received this card because my friend sent it to me. My friend who sent me this bean because I ordered from America and they didn't deliver in my country, so I need to ask my French friend. And he sent to me also this card. And to
it.
be
Yeah.
honest, I don't understand much in it. So I will ask you maybe dumb question, but tell me please everything. Why everyone is so obsessed by these cards and how it's actually started? Is it started with in Japan, as I understand, and then thanks to internet we're all involved, or how?
Okay, so you're talking about Pokemon in general,
Uh,
Pokemon cards,
about
or
collectibles, yeah, in general.
okay. Um. Well, I guess collectibles collectibles in general would probably go back to like coins. I think coins and stamps. Like
Mhm.
I'm not a I do have some coins. Actually, I have some Japanese and Korean like old coins. Like they're actually pretty cool. The Japanese ones I have are from the Edo period. And I got into those for a little bit, but I think originally collectibles first started probably with stamps and coins in like the 60s. I don't know this for sure, but I'm just guessing. But for trading cards, uh, I don't know if there was one before Pokemon, but Pokemon got really popular because of
I
um, anime in general in like the late 90s. And then Wizards of the Coast had, I'm not sure what kind of partnership they had with the Pokemon company, but they were printing the cards in the US and they already had Magic the Gathering cards here. So I think Magic the Gathering started in like 1992, maybe. It was early 90s. And they were already creating, they already had a trading card game out that was gaining popularity.
Mhm.
And I think, have you heard of Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm playing almost every Thursday in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay, that's sick. So I think the Dungeons and Dragons crowd, um, and this is just my guess, but
Mhm.
that crowd was attracted to Magic the Gathering when it came out, and then because of that crowd, they also saw Pokemon, and then I think that's when it started, which was like the late '90s, and that's when I started. When I was born in '91, and I started collecting Pokemon when I was like, I don't know, it was around '99 or whatever when the first packs came out. So the reason why it's still popular today, though, is because they've continued the IP along with like us growing, and now it's like a business opportunity for people too. So yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things, but they've done really well with continuing their IP all the way throughout the last 30 years. And now I see at conventions like someone my age will have a kid and they're collecting Pokemon cards with their kids, and I love seeing that. That always makes me happy. So and then I also joke that, so on one hand I'm like, oh, I love that because it makes me happy, and when I was a kid I was happy when my dad got me Pokemon cards and that, but then I'm also happy because if once I'm older, there's like people that'll buy my cards when I need to sell them. So
Wait,
yeah.
what do you mean buy your cards? Don't you want to, save it for your kids, And I think your kids can be offended if you will
Sure,
sell
yeah. That could happen.
it.
Yeah, we'll see. If I have kids, I'm definitely gonna like try to get them to collect
This
Pokemon cards.
addiction, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So a lot of your guys are actually watching us right now on the abstract. I didn't
Oh,
expect it, to be
yeah,
honest,
neither.
and they telling that you are beautiful. So you can smile to them and yeah, say
Oh,
hi.
hell yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Now I'm on the abstract. Rene, what's up?
Thank you guys for visiting us. If you have some of your question, you can ask, and we will try to answer. And I will just ask my question about collectibles. So you guys actually made something that I wish that every brand will make. You took a collectible cards and digitalize it, and you selling it right like this, right? So you selling digital version. How you guys came up with it? And yeah, because
Um,
every time when I buy in something IRL, and especially when it's expensive, I think like, what the fuck? Why I can't have the same digital version? Because I pay like good money, like why not? And I think with collectibles, it's like perfect way for all people because I don't know. By the way, is it collector based right now? All using NFTs or not? Like, which percentage actually believing in crypto from guys who collect? Can you maybe?
um, yeah. So in our community, um, we have there's some that are from Web 2 because originally we launched on, well, actually, I'll start with the first question. So
Mhm.
how it started was Pratik and Andrea, which are the co-founders. They had a mechanism that they created like 2 years ago where um, if you buy an NFT but you didn't like what you revealed, you would be able to swap it back to the entity that like created it on chain, and then you'd get like I don't know what the percentage was, but you'd get a percentage back if you didn't like it. So if you revealed something, you're like, I don't really like that, you could swap it for a certain amount of money instead of just holding on to it and or trying to sell it on the marketplace. Um, and then that's eventually that evolved. They saw the opportunity to use it in the collectible space.
Mhm.
And then that's when they found me. I think Joey, who's also on the team, he suggested me to Andrea, and then she reached out, and that's how I got on the team.
Mhm.
And that was September 2023. But yeah, it started not even related to collectibles. It started because of NFTs. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, and then they saw an opportunity to use it with the RWAs. But then the other question about who are you looking for? The other question about like it was about Web 2. It was about people understanding crypto or not, right? Like
Yeah, about audience, like
yeah.
at first it's interesting to know who is your audience. Is it like this type, like these guys who started with collectibles, like old school guys, or it's like new generation now who is interested in yeah, collectibles. So
Yeah,
what,
it's
what
definitely
age is it actually? Because I'm
it's like
really
majority 20 to my age, which is 34.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would say there are some like that are older, but it's mostly like even like Web3 is the audience right now. The people that collect Pokemon mostly are like 20 to my age, which is when Pokemon started, so it makes sense. Hypertique. And then another thing too with our audience, so we started on Blast, and then
Oh,
we
for real?
migrated. Yeah,
Blast blockchain?
yeah,
Oh, I loved blockchain Blast so much, for real. It
yeah,
was so fun. I used almost every app there, and it was and profitable and fun too. You know, like
yeah.
I like the
I
vibes.
I got really heavy into Pac Moon when it was out, and like I benefited from it, and they actually did really well with like getting attention. But yeah, so we started there, and for a while we had credit card and debit card. So I made an effort to talk to non Web3 people, and so that audience, there were some that I got onboarded, but uh, then we switched to Flow, and so right now it's just crypto, and we're working on bringing credit and debit back. So I haven't been trying to onboard Web2 people at all, because I don't. The start of my conversation with those people shouldn't be like blockchain or crypto at all. I just want to show them what our platform can do for them as like a reseller or a collector. So that's originally the audiences I was trying to get both. Right now we're just focused on Web3 until we can re-enable the Web2 payments.
Wait, I thought it's like the price on your site. I'm checking right now. It's in dollars. Ah, yeah, and you pay in dollars of this blockchain. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, got it.
yeah, USDF, which
Mm-hmm.
is the USD on Flow.
Mm-hmm. So the goal is to bring web to people, right?
Yeah,
I understand correctly. I think for your mechanic on the site, it's pretty easy, you know, and super addictive, to be honest. Like I see it and I want to I want to put it over and over. How did you came up with the idea of this how to say it, claw, and how it's worked for you? Do you feel like people are more addicted when they have this as gambling element, or it's not affected at all?
so Web3 and actually Pokemon and collectors in general like that that thrill or the dopamine hit of
Yeah.
chasing a card. So someone was just mentioning this about like how they felt about the claw. And I was just reiterating how it's very similar to opening Pokemon packs in general. Because like
Yeah.
you'll open a Pokemon pack, you'll probably get rugged, but you're still trying to find the card that you want. So those people that like to uh, do that, they're attracted to the claw for sure. The other side of it too is ideally we want to give Web2 resellers and collectors another way to collect and also get their audience involved. So if you're a reseller and you have a large audience, um, there's a couple of ways that you can benefit from BEEZIE, especially once we get Web2 payments back. But like if you're a huge collector and you have like, for example, these are pretty cool. I'll show you these. These are graded video games.
I would never save it closed, I would open it
Oh
100.
yeah,
How you
yeah.
how you handle
No,
it?
so I didn't keep these. I bought these I bought these already graded.
Uh,
Um, but the thing is, so if you're a Web2 collector and let's say you have a bunch of these, like you're a big video game collector, and now there's sorry, my dogs are playing, so they're distracting me. So you have these in storage at your house or storage somewhere else. Uh, you should probably keep them outside of your house if you start to get a bunch of them. So having them in a vault, like right next to gold bars, basically, is a safe way to store them. But then there's other things too, where it's like it's similar to eBay. It's another place to sell items, and then the person that buys it can just keep it, or they can redeem it. But it's like another way of storing your collectibles. But but then there's the claw aspect. Like think if you're going to conventions and you sell like every weekend, you could give your audience or your followers a new way to interact with you and a new way to have them go after your product. So you could be like, hey, I have this new, like ideally we give this to, it's not just our claw, it'll be reseller claws. Like they could be like, hey, I have a new claw I just launched, go play my claw. And then their audience from Instagram or whatever can go there and try to get the grail or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to using it. So it's fun to build this out.
What is the most expensive thing that someone ever took from this your claw? What it was?
From the claw,
Mm.
if Pratik's here, he would know. I think it's probably like,
I think he's listening us. So if you listen, please answer.
I think
And
there was
yeah.
the one that pops into my mind was a Mario Pikachu that I bought. I bought it from, it was really cool because what's up, Chris? There's a Mario Pikachu. Have you seen it?
No.
You should just type in Mario Pikachu and it'll come up. But it's there's a Luigi Pikachu and a Mario Pikachu, and they're very sought after. But I bought this one from like with the intention to put it in our oh yeah, the Rolex. There we go. To put it in our claw. So that was really fun. That was like, I think I got that one for 2,000. And then the Rolex, yeah, Kenny's right. Can you still hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sometimes my Bluetooth turns on and off, but there was a Rolex in there, and I think the sticker price for that is like 15K or 18K or something.
And
So that
person
one was
took it for $30, like everyone else.
What was that?
And person took it from the claw for $30, like everyone else.
Yeah, there was one person pulled it, and then they took our our buyback offer, and then the next person that got it redeemed it. So yeah,
That's cool.
pretty cool.
I really think that Claw, combine this gambling element and also reveal that we all love in NFT the most, because you have this
Yeah.
excitement and you have the everything and you can took over and over. How actually your buyers behave on this platform, like what they are doing, like they only buying or they can trade, or what they're doing, they can communicate also here, or how the user experience look like on this site and
Yeah.
in your using your platform or your product.
So it's a mixture for sure. There's people that buy. I'm an example of someone that buys stuff and then just I haven't redeemed anything, but I've sent items in, and then I've also purchased items on the marketplace, and then I just hold them because I know they're safe. I can also see them, and I have enough cards at my house that like I don't need anymore in my house. The only one that I kind of want to redeem is it's a shadowless Charizard, and it would match these other. I have a Blastoise and a Venusaur that are shadowless too, so I would like to have the three together. But other than that, I just keep them on BEEZIE. So there's people that buy items and then keep them. There's some people that redeem everything. So people will use the claw. They'll get a few chase cards, and then they're like, oh yeah, I want to redeem it. And then they'll make a post on Twitter and be like, hey, I got my product in from BEEZIE, check it out. So there's a mixture for sure. Yeah, I was gonna say most people do X, but it's actually just so mixed that yeah, there's no defining way that people use it. Rene, you should send me the shadowless Venusaur. Okay, Rene, I'll send you that. Just hold on. Be right back.
Shadow, I will wait. I will search it too.
Yeah, there's there's three original, so that the Venusaur and Blastoise and Charizard, There's 3 from the original set. But there's 3 different versions of the originals. So
Mm-hmm.
there's the base set, and then there's the Shadowless, and then there's the first edition. So yeah, mine's the second rarest one. The first edition ones, they're super expensive. I think I saw first edition Charizard PSA 10
Mm-hmm.
last week or this week, sold for like 250,000. But it's down from that person that just sold it bought
Mm-hmm.
it for like 400,000. So they took like a $200,000 loss.
Do you feel like it's the same that with crypto market and in general? Do you feel like collectibles and NFTs are the same or are they different? Have you feel this? Have you felt this bear market, bull market with your business, or you work differently? And how it's actually like, how it's similar, how it's different from NFTs and crypto?
For us,
Mm-hmm.
our business doesn't rely on the hype around Pokemon or any TCG right now because we're a startup. We just are kind of just like this the whole time, especially because our our audience they just want items. They're not like, oh, I'm not collecting right now because the Pokemon market's down. They just still collect. So that doesn't affect us. There is a similarity with prices. They don't correlate necessarily with Pokemon and crypto, but there are bull markets and I wouldn't say there's bear markets yet, but there's like downtrends. So in 2000, uh, right before COVID and during COVID, it was like crazy prices. Like it shot up wild because Logan Paul got a Charizard and he like wore it on his neck. And then during COVID, everybody was like selling their cards that they had. And then also getting into the hobby because they were at home all the time and they needed to find a new way to make money potentially. So that was a big boom in the space. Then it hit a top. There was, I think, the Charizard that Logan Paul bought was like $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now that same card he has was sold for like 250. So it's come down a lot. But yeah, there's also cards that never really go down. Um, there's like
Are they super rare or it's because of art or why? How it's actually working? What people appreciate the most? I think it's that they're rare. Yeah, yes.
yeah,
And
there's a mixture of
art
stuff.
is not so important or important for people who
There's a
collect.
mixture of stuff. So, um, let's see. I'll take a moment to like show off some cards. So this card I bought over the weekend. Um, it's like it's a Charizard from 2008,
Mhm,
and in a 10, there's like 300 ish for a PSA. So that's called the pop count or population count, and that's a pretty low count.
mhm,
Um, so it's pretty rare, but it's still kind of cheap. So this card was around $1,000, which sounds expensive, but compared to other cards, for example, there's a Umbreon card um, that is from a recent set and not even graded, just raw. It's like 1,300, I think, and but its population count is way higher. So um, it depends on hype and reseller market and also rarity. So and scarcity. So the original Charizard first edition Charizard, that's very rare, but it's also sought after so much. Like everyone wants that card. So even
mhm.
if the population count is high, just everyone wants it. Oh, Van Gogh Pikachu, that's a good example. So have you seen that card? You should look it up. It's pretty cool. So there's like PSA 10s. I think there's almost 30,000 of them, which is crazy high.
Oh,
But
so cool. Okay, I
yeah,
want.
isn't it cool? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's super expensive, right? It's I
Yeah,
can
so
buy it.
it's
Yeah.
pretty expensive.
It looks cool.
It's still affordable. I think a PSA 10 is like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 or 600 or something. I can't remember. But it's pretty expensive, but there's also 30,000 of them. So actually, yeah, it's almost the same price as this card, which there's like 350 PSA 10s versus 30,000 PSA 10s. So it's dependent on hype, how many people want the card,
Oh, guys,
and
it
yeah,
looks so cool. Like I literally wanted.
it's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon mostly runs. Yeah, yeah. Just
So
there's some
Pokemon
cards that always keep going up.
Pokemon receiving all royalties still, right? This company. Are they still selling, or it's just how actually this business look like from the inside? Like, do you have some buyers, and how they actually looking for these cards? Is it some markets, or do you have some fun story about like the most interesting finding? How people find out? Yeah, some
Yeah.
cards maybe.
So you're talking about how we get cards?
Like yeah, like buyers, or you have
Oh, and buyers in general. So,
or how you
um,
take it. I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
nothing. Tell me.
I'm different. I'm a little bit different from. So there's resellers that there's
Mm-hmm.
like legacy resellers. So let's say like someone in from COVID, or start of COVID or earlier, they were already, or they had a comic shop or a TCG shop from like mid 2000s or something, and they're still going well, which
Mm-hmm.
is actually kind of rare because a lot of them got demolished um, a while ago, unfortunately. But they have good connections with like distributors. So it goes Pokemon Company, and then distributors, and then the distributors go to uh, either shops or resellers that have gotten some type of allocation for boxes and ETBs of the actual product.
But if
I
that's if we talk about new one, right? But old one, they
Yeah,
exist only at collectors' houses or some market, some shops, something like small
yeah.
stores, like comic stores, etc. So, do you have some story about fun story about finding something super exclusive somewhere and
Um,
unexpectable?
well, the first one that pops into my mind is actually the Charizard I just got.
Mm-hmm.
So I I have seen this card in the past, and I was like, oh, this is a cool card. And I saw one on eBay, and I was like, that looks really cool. Put an offer, but it wasn't it wasn't accepted. And I was like, okay, whatever. But over the weekend, I went to a show that's close to me, which I forgot was happening, but I got an Instagram ad, and I was like, oh yeah, like so that ad worked really well. Um, and so I went to the show. I brought stuff to sell. So I sold some One Piece cards. I sold graded cards, and I also sold raw cards. And then I made enough money at the show to buy this card, but I wasn't expecting to find this. I just was looking at people's cards, and I thought I wasn't going to find anything. I was like, okay, well, I made some money, and that's cool. I'll buy something else later on.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw this at someone's booth, and I was like, oh my god, that's so dope. And then he was willing to trade two cards and some cash for it, and I was really happy about this. So it's like something that
Oh, so
I
you trading like immediately with another card. Oh.
yeah, yeah. So I traded him two cards. I made a post about it a couple of days ago. You can see the cash and then also the two cards I gave him.
Mhm.
But yeah, these cards are you can either buy them on like I would say the best place to get them are at conventions because you don't have to pay tax. So if you buy them on eBay, uh, that's like of course, a reliable source to find cards, but you'll have to pay shipping and tax and stuff like that. And then also resellers like to go to conventions because they don't have to like report their income. Some of them do, some of them don't. But so conventions and card shows are the best place to get cards. But you can also get them at like shops and online and stuff. So
these collectors, like I have the feeling that they are, again, back to our conversation about is this the same as NFTs or not? Because people often like telling me you hang out with the Zuki community all the time. They are probably rich guys. And I'm like, no, it doesn't mean that they're rich. They're just spending all their money on NFTs.
yeah,
We all. So I feel collectors are pretty the same people, right?
they're very similar.
They can have like a lot of cars, really expensive, and live in some house that's pretty.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Actually,
So that's
my
why
wife.
it's funny to sorry. It's funny to find in some unusual places something like cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. There's a very good or strong comparison between NFT collectors and Pokemon and TCG collectors in general. The way that I got into NFTs was I used to stream on Twitch, and I used to do, it's called co-working. So basically you just either study or work, and then people also study and work with you. And I had a friend, that I met through streaming. Her husband was minting something, and I had been in crypto earlier, like 2017, and I got absolutely obliterated in 2018. But so I was familiar with crypto, and at the time I was like, NFTs sound dumb, but I hadn't really thought about it at all. But this guy was showing me how the mint was going, and it was like opening a Pokemon pack. That same mentality, because you were minting something you didn't know what you were gonna get, but I liked the art, and I was like, oh, that one looks cool. That one looks cool. I hope I get one with like this attribute. So I was like, and it was kind of affordable. I think they were like probably $100 each. And it was I loved the collection. They don't do much anymore, but it's called Dizzy Dragons. I'll type it in here.
Familiar. Yeah, sure.
But that was my first NFT mint, and so it was really really similar to opening Pokemon packs. So that's how I got. So the comparison is strong. So that's how I got into the space. But the funny thing, you were talking about, you're like, Azuki people must be rich and all that, or like, it's the same thing with people that like resellers and Pokemon collectors. Some of them, of course, are wealthy. There's a lot. It's a range. There's some that are like, it's just the whole spectrum. But my wife, when I went this weekend, when I went to the card show, I was like, oh yeah, I got this really cool card and blah blah. And then her question was like, how many of the people there do you think have like girlfriends? And I was just like, what? Like, it was so random, but I was like, okay, well, like maybe, I don't know, like 20%. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think not many people can understand this collector soul, and for me it was I started my way in crypto with Axie Infinity, and I think they had this pretty unique art as well. And by the way, I will ask you about art too, but I want to say that. Then I started to be interested by crypto or by NFT art, but I started collected art in general. Like long time ago, I entered crypto. So when I entered it, I was so surprised because guys invited me into one community, and just in a random day, we started sharing picture of our houses and how everything like looked like from the inside. And I was in shock because I saw people with the same soul as mine, because everyone collected these toys, everyone collected some comic books, everyone, because
Yeah.
like I lived in Moscow before, and and for me, it was such a pleasure to go in a comic book store. It was my tradition, every Friday, if I remember right. I went to a comic store, and then I talked with the guy who's selling these comics, and they like was obsessed by comics. Like they could literally tell you everything about it. So I
Yeah, that's
when
awesome.
in this community, I started seeing that the same people, they also collecting everything in their houses and everything. I'm like, oh, that's my people. So that's why for me right now it's like kind of indicator that I'm on the same wave with the person. If they
Yeah.
collect all these toys, they will definitely understand. I don't know how it's actually working. Do you like have you noticed the same mindset, or why we're so obsessed with collecting? Because you
Yeah.
definitely talk with more people than me.
I think so something that resonates with me too that you said about going into comic shops. If I see I have collected comics in the past. Like I have uh Daredevil and Star Wars and some other random comics, but uh if I see a comic shop, for example, 2 weekends ago I went camping and I saw a comic shop, and I don't collect comics, but it's like, oh, I want to go in there because I like the atmosphere and I like the people that are in there. It's mostly like Warhammer, like the little miniature figurines, like they paint and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's like mostly that and also comics. And I don't collect any of that, but I just like going in there because it's the same people.
Yeah.
Um, so I think definitely in Web3, there's definitely a spectrum. There's like peer gamblers, there's art collectors, there's collectors of like people like you were saying with plushies and all that stuff. So I find a strong similarity with that, and also it's kind of it's something that you can't recreate anywhere else. Like my best friends now and the people I talk to every day are from Web3. So um my one of my best friends, DKB, you probably maybe you know him. He's a mod at
He's
Azuki.
a Zuki too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
He's very sus. He makes sus jokes all the time. And then he had to tone it down when he became a mod, which is really funny. But um, so I stay at his house when I go to LA, and like he's one of my best friends now. And I wouldn't have met him without NFTs. And so I've met a bunch of people through NFTs. Uh, and a lot of them are into the same stuff I am. With Azuki, I like anime, but I don't watch it. Um, but there's people in there that are into. There's a big crossover with collectibles and also anime, so I resonate with the people in there a lot.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, big time crossover for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. All this, I even like when I moved from Moscow, it was like really urgently for me, and I could have with me only like limited amount of clothes and everything. But I couldn't like big amount of comic books I sent to my mom, but some comic books like Watchmen and. Oh my God, Walking Dead. I took with me, because I need to have something collectibles at my home,
For
and
sure.
yeah, I love to reread something. So yeah, I feel all people, but also I have this addiction to gambling. So I feel it's kind of dopamine.
Sure.
You
So
can.
I it's weird because I think there's a lot of different types of gambling because I never considered myself um someone that gambles, but I do buy Pokemon cards, and that's still like the same mechanism. You're buying something hoping that you win, but you probably won't. Um,
Mhm.
but I don't buy a whole lot of packs to open. But the thing that I do that I thought I wouldn't do was buy like expensive graded cards, which in the past there's been multiple times where like, okay, I have enough cards, I'm set. I don't like. I'm not going to look for any more rare, expensive cards. I'm good. I should save my money, and then like I'll find something on eBay, and I'm like, like shit, that one, oh, like, okay, like, and then sometimes I buy it, but I think that's probably the closest. That's the thing for me is because I can't do meme coins. I've done it in the past. I actually got in
Me too.
2017 and 2018, I got into crypto, and I would do research on like these tokens. I'm like, whoa, the team looks cool. They have a really cool vision, all of this. And then in 2018, I got like just hammered, like everything died. And then so since then, I was like, I'm not touching this stuff ever again. But then there's been a couple of times where I've bought like some meme coins, but I don't look at charts, anything like that, because it stresses me out too much. So
Oh, same, same.
way
I
too
can't
much.
stand to meme coins. For me, it's too stressful, because every
Yeah.
time I'm buying, it go down. I'm selling, like, then I go, and it's for me, it's
Yeah.
too much. Like I lost so many Solanas by trying to be trader, but then I realized, okay,
Yeah.
I'm probably with more slow type of trading, like NFTs. Whenever
Same with me.
someone asking me like how I can enter crypto, I'm like asking, do you want a fast way and super stressful? It's like meme coins. But if you
Yeah.
want something like more calm, it's NFTs definitely.
Yeah.
So,
There's
yeah.
some, yeah, it's interesting because there's some people that thrive on that. And they're like really into like trading, like they're in the trenches or whatever. Um, I can't do that. There's no way. But like this Charizard that I bought, that's like to me it's an investment because I think this card's going to go up. But there's some people like my wife, she would never spend like $10 on a Pokemon card because she thinks they're worthless. But she knows that she does understand that like there's the market behind it, but she doesn't see the value in it, so she would never buy it. But for me, that's my form of like degening, which is like buying like a card that's $1,000, which is a lot of money, but I feel like it'll probably be like 2,000 in a year or something. But if it goes down to
Oh, you
500,
actually like you're doing the same as me, right? You're watching at all your NFTs, at all your toys, at everything that you have at home, and like I can sell it and I will have money. But then you're like,
yeah,
no way I will sell it, So it's
yeah,
like
there's that too. Yeah,
mixed thing in your head, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you think, like, because I'm interested in art, like, I work with art and culture all my life, and I never saw nothing like collectibles in a serious art field, So, how it's actually like happened that it doesn't have the same prestige as an art? Because I know that art maybe went so high because it's you can hide your like money there, a lot of money you can hide there.
Yeah,
You don't pay taxes, etc. So that's why sometimes art market is flying, and when we see like all the sales, huge sales, we definitely understand sometimes it's washing money, definitely. So the same
yeah,
could happens with collectibles, but didn't. And I know like for sure, because my guys with who I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, when they say it to the girls and the girls reacting like, oh my god, don't write to me anymore. So why, in your opinion, it happened? So it's not like something prestige and yeah, something like
so
yeah.
I think it happened in crypto a lot easier, and it's just a lot more money in that aspect with like hiding money, just because it's so fast and
Yeah.
easy. So like you could buy you can just buy an NFT like that, and then like I feel like if you were to wash trade stuff, it would be a lot easier versus collectibles like Pokemon cards, which I'm sure that happen. There's a lot of people that I know. There's a lot of people that create a business for Pokemon cards to write off taxes.
Mhm.
But that's not technically wash trading stuff. But I'm guessing it happens. But I think it's just harder to do because you have to do it in person or you have to do it on websites that like are more public, I guess. But yeah, I think it does happen, but it's not nearly as much, my guess.
Just if someone hold like have in their house like picture of the famous artist, everyone will be like, oh my god, this guy is awesome. But if you have like Pokemon card and it will be like 3 times more expensive than art, no one will admire you. Why do you think it happened? Why it's like this? It's because of
Uh,
this art is more like cartoonish, or why?
no, I think so. It's just more globally known. So like I think the Van Gogh Pikachu card is actually a good example of this.
Mm.
Everyone knows how prominent Van Gogh art in general is. And so and that's the difference between Pokemon and like known art outside of Pokemon, because Pokemon is compared to the whole world of art, it's I think it's a generational thing. That's
Mhm.
why uh the like most of the collectors that collect the highest priced items are like my age or in my age range. My guess is that when we're old, they'll hold the same value as or more than like a Van Gogh.
Mhm.
Maybe not more, but it I think it's going to keep growing. But that's why like
So you
um
think it's just because it's fresh, still
my
fresh?
uncle, yeah, my uncle, he knows of Pokemon, but if I showed him um I guess if I showed him a Pikachu, he would be like, "Oh, that's Pokemon, right?" Like but but he doesn't know the value of it. He just knows that like, oh, like every Pikachu card is the same to him versus yeah, I guess art would also be kind of niche, but it's been around for so long that there's so much money in it um,
Mhm.
that the value has continued to go up for so long. Like there's been eyes and value put into specific types of art and specific artists that it's just going to continue to climb, even though um, there's like downtrends. But I feel like it's overall keeps going up, and that's the same thing with Pokemon, but it's newer. So it started in like 1997 or so. So I feel like it's the same. Um, it's it's very similar, but it's going to keep going up until like we're dead. Like they've continued to build the IP and keep it relevant for so long that even though we're like that Charizard was at 1 million and then now it's down to like 250,000, I feel like it's just going to keep growing back up to 500,000, back up to a million again. Because my age group who started it and who are the ones that like are buying the more expensive cards, we're going to continue to grow in our lives and have more income, unless the world falls apart, which is kind of looking like that. But in general, we have more money to spend versus when we were like 8. So
Yeah.
I think that trend too just will keep pushing it up. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask the question, as a collector, why do you think we don't see nothing similar to Pokemons in NFTs? Because yes, we have some Pudgy Penguins, we have something, anime, yes, we have, but we like it's such a question for myself too, I'm asking all the time. I even created this rabbit character for me that look like a bit Pokemon. Wait, I will show you. um and I just thought, like, why no one else came up with it? Why no one created this cartoon? Why nothing is even close to these IPs? Do you
Yeah.
have some opinion on it?
Well, I think it's it's kind of so on one hand, there's many IPs that try outside of Web3 that try to be as prominent as Pokemon, but they can't or they're not there yet, just because Pokemon has done so well at again, building with the age group and keeping their IP relevant, that it's continued to just uptrend. And they also hit all of the spots. So they had a TV show, they had magazines, and then they had a trading card game, and they were one of the first to make a very successful trading card game. And so they kind of got
I made it for
got a
me.
huge market share. Damn, that's really cool, actually.
Wait, then I will show you.
That's awesome. You could PFP that.
I made it in the colors of my Azuki and wait, yeah, continue. Sorry, I just will show you that I even animated it. Yeah,
So
I'll show you.
I think in Web3, so many people compare, like, even Luca, I remember, has said, like,
Hi,
oh yeah,
everyone.
think of on
Sorry. You see, I even made this, and I was like, I don't understand why no one else created this. Yeah. Sorry for.
yeah. Well, one, I think people don't. If you compare yourself, it's the same thing as saying we want to be the next Bored Ape. It, like, you shouldn't
Okay,
say that,
people will
because
eat you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Ethereum killer.
Bored Ape is the, to me, I think, is a good comparison to Pokemon, even though they're not the same type of IP, but it's the same first mover advantage, and the
Mhm.
first like, kind of also getting lucky. So, like, Pokemon, again, had the
It's a
TV
fun
show, TCG, all of that stuff, and
yeah.
it wrapped people's heads around an IP that they connected with. And it's the same thing with Bored Apes, where they got lucky, but they also were first mover, and they had a bunch of people that made a bunch of money. And so they're, like, very strong there. But with like, making a similar thing to Pokemon, I think we do see a lot of projects trying to make a TCG. That's for sure. Like, Pudgy Penguins and
Yeah, Pudgy
Azuki.
made it pretty fun, but still, like Pokemon was not only like sweet, they was sassy, they was like
Yeah. And I
spicy.
also think the main thing, though, the main reason why we haven't seen it is because it's crypto. Like, the majority of the world does not, like, they don't see crypto in a good light still. And it's because of, like, the most, if you ask someone, you're like, hey, what do you know about crypto? They'll be like, oh, Bitcoin, and then also scams.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, because that's what makes the headlines. So I think that's one of the big barriers, which that it's cool to see that, like, Pudgy Penguins has broken through some, where they're, like, at Walmart, and, like, I've seen them at random stores in the mall, and I'm like, that's really cool. I didn't own any Pudgy Penguin stuff for a long time. And I was still like, that's dope. Like, I rooted for them even though I wasn't involved with them at all. But
Mhm.
I think that's one of the main barriers, is because it's crypto.
Before I even thought, like, I wasn't like fan of and I still not a fan of cute PFPs, just not my thing. I'm like more comic style. Like, my favorite project was Akon, and they was building a comic. The art was like insane, so cool. Still thinking that the best art in Web3.
What is it called?
Akon. Wait.
Oh,
Okay.
like, how do you spell it?
Mm. So they actually made this own comic, but then they burned out and they stopped. But I think when all these AI agents started, all community was pushing them. You need to create something, because
Yeah.
they had like 10 characters like this. They looked pretty
Ooh.
cool. You see in the comic style. So every has their own unique story behind it. So
Those are
I
nice.
was stuck with this community. I was literally spending with them all my day, and but yeah, people just burnt out. But we're still waiting. Maybe they will back. And the thing is,
Yeah.
no one from collectors who stay won't say them like even a word. If they will back, everyone will be super happy. Just happy, and that's it. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um, I
I
forgot what
also
I.
think in the Web3 space, attention is spread out way too much. Like there's just so many things that pop up every day that like you can't pay attention to just one thing. You have to pay attention to other stuff. And I think that's also why it's hard for a brand to grow in Web3 on one side because um, if they're not going fast enough, I guess Azuki is a good example of this. If they're not producing or putting out enough stuff, people's attention will go somewhere else. So like
That's why.
Azuki's done really well, but like there's also times where it's like some people just fade away and they go to something else. So what's up,
Yeah.
squirrels?
That's why I think in Web3, everyone talking so much about that you need to choose your own niche, and that's how you can be successful, because the attention is really, really like hard to catch, and a lot of project, a lot of FOMO, like it's all the time, like you can be calm even a day. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's about a niche, and so yeah, I started to talk about cute PFPs. So I didn't even understand before, like why people prefer Pucci, like what the utility or something like this. Toys in
Hmm.
like in the mall, I don't care about toys in the mall. For me, it's not utility, and that's why I am stuck with Azuki more back then because I was like, okay, in anime, yeah, I see utility, I see like the story, I see like the cool art behind it because like Azuki really care about community and artists in the community and everything. So and also I studied the story of anime, and I believe like in a 10 years it will be huge, like everyone
Hmm.
will watching anime. And I think the same will be with collectibles probably, because generation who watched anime before it growing, so now it's
Yeah,
adult and they're still loving anime and they have money right now, so of course they will rule the market. And
for sure.
I can see like Japan now, it's not so harsh with their IPs, with this rights and everything, so they're trying to move this also forward, to collaborate with big brands, etc. So we will see anime huge in the future, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
stuck so
I mean,
with
you
the.
see, uh, Azuki always uses this phrase, but they're like Azuki or anime is everywhere, and it's so true. Like you see, a good example is McDonald's, where like they've done a bunch of anime activations the last like 2 years. Um, so it's just continued to spread. So it's pretty cool, and I think you're right. More and more will.
100%. I just haven't like seen any utility in Apache before abstract. Then the live
Yeah,
chat, and then like, oh my god, guys, you are awesome. So I really like this. Yeah.
yeah,
Now.
they've done well. They've done well with abstract. There's like things where I'm like, oh, why don't I think one of the things was like following, where they added follow people not too long ago. Like there's small things where I'm like, why don't they have this? But it like overall, I feel like it has done really well. So
Mhm.
squirrels, look at this dog.
Such a cute. Now I miss my dog.
Are you cute? Yeah, that's a cute puppy.
McDonald's has been in anime for decades. I don't know about this, by the way.
Yeah.
Squirrels, maybe we need to invite you on this stream as well. We need to make some stream with you about collectibles and all this stuff. So, okay, so we talk about Pachi and Azuki. On what projects you're bullish right now yourself, or you just
Um.
yeah stuck right now in your work with collectibles? By the way, do you feel like it's like work, for you, or you totally enjoy it and just
No. For
out?
projects, I would say one that I'm excited about is
Mhm.
Fugs. I think they have really good cute
I
IP.
hear from everyone about Fox. I'm not
Yeah.
familiar myself. Why?
So they've done so far, even before like Mint, they put out a lot of really good uh, stickers and gifts, which I feel like is very powerful. Which Pudgy is a good example of this. I see people use Pudgy stickers all the time on Instagram, and that's one of
Yeah,
the best ways to proliferate a brand, especially with something that's built on blockchain where people will try to avoid it. If they're
my
using
mom
Git,
sending
they
me
should,
2 stickers. Yes,
that's
Fudgy. I'm
awesome.
like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah.
um, Fugs has done. They understand that. They saw. I saw that they were really good at that. In their Discord, for me personally, if I go into a project's Discord and it looks like dog shit, I it like pushes me away because part of a Discord, especially early on, is like getting a core group of people together and making them feel fun, like they can have fun and be happy in the small community.
Mhm.
So even though it's a small thing, I feel like it's to me it made me realize like the team understands what to do with their cuteness. So that was good. And then like the name, like Fugs, it's just so good. You could be like, hey, Fug you, and like it's just so funny to me. Um, so yeah, it's I feel like I'm excited about it. And then the team, I like the team, so
Are they revealed already, by the way?
I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But it's so weird too because I feel like they have a lot of potential, but like they're still like 0.07 ETH. And I'm like, why? Like there's some things that pop up that have so much volume, and it's just the web3 space is so weird. And also maybe it's not in the other people's X algorithm, and the X algorithm is very odd. Like I feel like it's bubbles of influence. So
Yeah, 100%.
I'm in uh NFT, like NFT bubbles, and then there's bubbles inside the NFTs.
Mhm,
I'm also somewhat in Pokemon, but it's mostly Pokemon but in the NFT bubble. So people that collect NFTs, or people that collect Pokemon but are also in my um NFT bubbles see my Pokemon posts, versus people that are in just purely Pokemon bubbles. They usually don't see my posts unless it hits like a certain amount of velocity. Then it
mhm.
kicks me, and then it pushes me out of my own little bubble. So it's very weird, but yeah, Fugs is good. And then for work, um, it's a mixture of like if it's just fun or if it's work. A lot of times, it is it does feel like, I don't know. It's like it's tedious, but it's something I care about, um, and like it makes me happy. So, and I want it to be successful. Like I would love to work at BZ for the rest of my life. That would be dope.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds cool.
yeah, yeah.
For the company,
So
I mean, for the company, to have
yeah,
the passion in
I would
people.
love that. So I really want it to succeed. And so if I have like something that's tedious or dragging me down, I also think like, well, I should be thankful that I have this opportunity. And it's not like making a spreadsheet for like a tax company or some shit like that.
Mhm.
Did you guys see Pokemon Mint
Yeah,
yesterday?
I just saw it. What? Send the
No, I
pic.
didn't see that. Hold on, I'm gonna let my dog out.
Guys, send the link. Is it something official or how it happened? Why one it? Yeah, yeah, guys. I really, really feel like it's the best job. Are you guys just busy
All right.
community, right? You're just hanging out there?
So what? There's a Doc says the best job in the world. He gets to tolerate me all day. Yeah, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. I love squirrels. So there's a Pokemon Mint.
Yeah, I don't know. I just asked the link and guys didn't send me yet.
Guys, please send a drainer, please, so I can click it and get drained.
X.
Uh,
Wait a second.
yeah, I don't see anything. No official thing though. Check X 8th Project 1 is the
Oh,
guy.
it's something mixed with art. Something mixed with art. Wait, I will show. Oh, yo, that's 2 ETH right now. By the way, I just okay. Let's talk about this bit and then 2 ETH, guys. That's crazy, but it looks good. I really like how it looks like.
What is it called?
Do you like it?
I don't see it yet. I'm trying to find
On the
it.
screen, on the screen. Can't you see this?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Ah, I see it. Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, it's like Superman.
That's
Okay.
sick.
Yeah,
That could get
that's
taken
cool.
down by Pokemon
I
pretty
need to,
soon.
I need to make interview with this guy. Thank you so much, guys. I will make interview with him and one of the art talks.
That would be
Definitely
cool.
talk. Yes. Do you want to come and talk with him too?
Sure, that would be sick.
I'm trying to do art talks as a community thing in singular. You see them like here on the screen, and everyone can join. So if you want, we can do this together. It would be fun.
Hell yeah, I would love that.
Let's go. I will write to him and hope he will answer.
Okay,
After he will,
I'll like a bunch of his stuff too to get his attention.
yeah. Uh, by the way, is it like okay? I have a question from side of just user because now I'm interested in collecting cards. Like I want to try something like this my own. Do you Can you give me like three tips, advices that not on the surface, not on the surface? And also, my next question will be about people who want to create maybe the same business, like, of course, not the same, but something with collectibles. Like, is it expensive and how to start doing something like this? Because I think you're like, when you are in the community, like you guys have, like, you should be time when you will think, like, oh, maybe I need to start something like this too. So, yeah.
So the first tip for someone that's getting into collectibles is just collect what you like versus collecting what everyone else is collecting. So a good example would be the Umbreon card. It's called Moonbreon. Everyone wants that card, but uh, everyone wants the card because everyone else wants the card. It's not because it's like the most magnificent art. It's really good art. It's really
Mhm.
cool. But like a lot of people go after the cards that everyone else wants. On one hand, it makes sense because if you're a reseller and you're trying to buy and sell stuff at a convention, you do want to have stuff that you know people will want. So on one hand, it does make sense. But if you're just a collector, like just collect what you want. Um, and to find what you want, I would say go through let's see. I forgot what the website is. Oh yeah, this website. So go through. This has all of the English sets. It doesn't have the Japanese sets, but it has all the English sets. Or maybe it does have. Oh no, it does have Japanese sets. But you can look all the way back to the first set, and you can just be like, I like these cards. I want to start collecting these ones. And I would. That's like the main thing is go through the first like the first base sets. And there's a lot of people that collected Pokemon when they were a kid, but they lost their cards or they sold them or they don't ever remember what happened to them or whatever. And then they'll be like, oh, like if they see a Charizard or something, like, oh, I had that, I remember that. I feel like the best way to get back into it is collect, like go look at one of these old sets, and if you see cards that you resonate with because it gives you nostalgic feelings, you should start collecting a couple of those because a lot of them aren't that expensive. And then also, you can collect graded or raw cards. I would say do both. Buy a graded card, put it on your desk or something, and then see how you like it. And then also buy maybe a raw card that's not graded and see how you feel. Because I have a mixture of raw cards and graded cards, and my favorites are the graded. It's mixed. There's some cards that I really like that are not graded, but I know they're not going to get a 10, but I still like the card because it brings me nostalgic feelings. But I'll still keep it because it maybe has one tiny scratch, but the rest of the card is flawless. But I know it's not going to get a 10, so I'm not gonna grade it, but I'm still going to keep it. And then another tip is, because a lot of people are like, what set should I get? And should I buy packs or should I buy singles or whatever? Just do both. Like buy a box and rip it open and see how you feel. And if it felt fun, then do more. For me personally, I will buy like 1 or 2 boxes or sometimes none of like a new set, just because I don't get that lucky with opening packs. And there's some people that like rip bangers, so it's mixed. But I would say like just try everything out, and you don't have to put in a bunch of money. Like you can spend $100 and collect something cool, and just start there, and then you could go up from there. And then for starting like a business, I'm actually at the point where I could go to conventions and sell stuff. So
do you need a lot of money to start this business? Yes. With collectibles.
I guess it depends on what you consider a lot of money, because you probably should get some, like if you want to go to a convention and buy and sell stuff, and you have no cards, you'd probably have to invest like $2,000 maybe to get like some of the newest sought after cards, and those would be or some older always sought after cards that are like not expensive, so like base set ones, and then some of the newest cards. But then you could have like some there, and you could sell them for like what they're going for market, and hopefully you got them for a little bit less. But it usually starts after you're a collector for a long time, like me. So
Wait, guys asking us to share the link in the chat that you start searching, and let's share it in the chat. And what do you think? How much time it took to understand something in these collectibles cards? Because I had the same question when I started interested by comic books, and I understood with time. Like it's like you can know everything, never, you just developing in it, developing.
yeah, it takes a while.
I feel like half a year it's enough. If you like go into a comic store and talking with the people, half a year it's enough to start
Yeah, I think
understanding.
that's about the
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon comes out with a lot of sets pretty fast, so they'll come out with a new set every 3 months, I think. So it moves pretty fast. But if you go to convention, like if you go to a card show or a convention once or twice, you get some pretty good knowledge, because you can see what people are selling and like how people buy and sell stuff. And then I think that's the main thing.
Don't forget to please to drop a link, because guys waiting.
Oh wait, for what? What do you?
You start telling about some site, and then
Oh yeah, I did. I put it in the abstract.
wait, I can see probably.
Should be there. It's pokecollector.com/sets. Did you see it
I
there?
I can't see. No, I don't know why. It's probably it's possible to send link. Yeah.
Oh
Can
yeah,
you
that's probably why.
separate it
Yeah,
in some words? Yeah. No, put it in the
maybe
comment.
that works.
No, still.
Damn it.
Try to
Wait,
separate
can you
more.
see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Don't put dots together
Yeah.
with words.
Oh wait, that probably didn't work either.
Just separate it from dots. Okay. That works. Okay. I will put it in the chat too.
Okay, I'm gonna let my dogs in. They all want in.
Yeah, we almost finished actually. So yeah, my last wait, why can I need it for myself too, guys, because I want kind of start to collecting. We'll see how it will be for me.
Okay.
Yeah, put it in the chat, guys, and we'll pin it here so people who watching us on YouTube could see it too. Okay, it was really cool conversation. The last thing I want to know, like, okay, how should I like, what should I do on the side to be like into community and to have something to talk with community? What should I do like first? What should I buy first to have my first like conversations to yeah just enter the community and everything? What should I do?
I would say, well, for conversation wise, the Discord is awesome. We have a really cool Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's fun and helpful in there. For using the product, I would say look through. You can use the claw. So there's a multi-category claw, and then there's the tag claw. So the
Mm-hmm.
tag claw, I love that Misty's tier card, that
Wait, do
middle
you
one.
like Labubu? Because at first I would like them, but then I was like, it's so NPC, you know, because everyone now wearing it, and I don't like it anymore. But at first
Sure.
we like it.
So it's so new to me that I do like it, but maybe I'll get like you and I'll get annoyed with it. But I do like it. I haven't seen a real one in person yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get one with the like multicolored teeth. That one's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, some
but
of
yeah, I
them.
don't know. I'm not connected to it at all yet. So for BEEZIE though, you can use the claw. Like I would say just use the multi-category or the tag and see how you like it.
Mhm.
The other thing is if you
Oh
go to
yeah,
Marketplace,
some are expensive. Oh, it's listing. Okay, good. Mm-hmm.
go up to Marketplace up at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then click on Pokemon, and then and here you can go up where it says recently listed,
Where is it?
up on the top right, right
Okay.
there, and
List.
just go like low to high. Click
Uh-huh.
on it again. Yeah, low to high. And then like here you can find a card that you like that's not super expensive, and then just start collecting. Like it's something that, like, being a collector, I think you would understand this too, for like comics. It's like just start where you are. Like start, if you're overwhelmed already, just
Mm-hmm.
get one comic and like see how you feel. Um, I think it's the same with like collecting graded cards or collectibles in general. Just get like, because normally people, like for me example, I already have a bunch of cards, and like someone that's new to this space will be like, well, this guy already has so many. Like if I like what I can't afford all of these cards, like, but I want to get into it. It's like just buy a card, and then Like, look into the history of this. This card has a cool history. I
I
don't.
really like it. I really like it, by the way. It's
Yeah,
1996. So when I'm buying it, I need to redeem this to receive it physically, right?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So it's just in your wallet,
Mhm.
and it's just stays there until you sell it, or you can redeem the physical.
Yeah, so when I redeem, I don't have any like digital version. So everything that you have here, I can have it IRL, right?
Yeah,
Should pay just for delivery and that's it.
yeah, yeah. So once you redeem it, the token will be destroyed, and then you'll get the physical copy.
Do you have this big place where you hold all these cards?
Yeah, actually, go to the $24 card
Where is
on the
it?
right. That one. Wait, go down. Oh wait. So go one card down. That Chansey, that Japanese one. Yeah, that one. Click on that,
That's cute too.
and then click on the owner because that one's mine.
Uh-huh.
So you can click on mine, and then these are all my cards that I have at BEEZIE. So I have there's some cards that I pick up that I really like the art, but might not be super expensive. And then there's some that it's kind of like a mixture of both. Yeah, there's a vibes box.
What is
We
this?
were the first one to sell these, so that was really cool.
What it is?
Uh oh, have you opened these up?
No.
It's the Pudgy Penguin TCG, but it's the actual box of them.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So I'll probably just keep this one vaulted forever, so I have a sealed copy forever.
Okay, so do you have this big place where you hold everything? I asked about this before.
Oh, like yeah, it's in New York. It's a company called Brinks, and they're a
Damn,
security
the rent
company.
is crazy in New York, no?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a huge facility. They have um, different uh, rooms for different people and different items. It's pretty wild. But they
Mhm.
have all kinds of stuff. They have like anything you can think of that should be locked up. Um, I haven't been into it, but Andrea has, and she said there's like literally like gold bars in the facility. So it's pretty cool to think that like these, and it's in a temperature controlled environment. So because Pokemon cards, if especially if they're not graded, they'll start warping if it's too much moisture.
Mhm.
So it's very important that it's temperature and moisture controlled.
Mm. That's
Oh,
interesting.
that card all the way on the right,
I
the
thought like
Charizard.
the older, they're more expensive, but I see like they not depends from it at all, right?
Yeah, it just depends. Some older cards are not that expensive.
I really like this card. I think I will buy it. But
It's a cool card.
I need to transfer money on another chain. Yes, everything
Yeah,
like this.
so it's pretty easy if you go hover over your account
Mm-hmm. No,
up at the top to the
no.
right,
Yeah, I got it. I need
and then
to.
go to wallet. Hover over it again, and then go to wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Go down.
Mm-hmm.
Click
Wallet.
on wallet right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You used an email to sign up. So
Yeah.
uh, if you want to, so right now you'll have to open a ticket because so if you sign up with it, or you could make a new account actually since you
Yeah.
don't have anything. Just sign up with a wallet. So sign
Mhm.
up with a wallet, and then you'll be able to like sign up with a crypto wallet, and then in your wallet on BZ,
You can swap. Yeah.
you'll just be able to swap automatically. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that's all for today, but I will be happy to meet you again and talk maybe when I will understand more in this topic, some we'll definitely have some question. Also, I
Hell
will
yeah,
happy to join some of your community to this conversation and maybe we can all do stream all together. So yeah,
I would love that.
maybe
Yeah,
if you will need some support from my side, I will always support because I really like the vibes and your community seems like obsessed by collecting and everything. So maybe you will
yeah.
add something like comic books, or then I will leave on your side. I swear,
Oh,
I
we
swear.
do.
I
We
even
do
like
have comic books, but we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot, but
where
we
is
do
it?
have that category. But they have to be graded for
Where is it?
now.
Like then.
If you hover over the marketplace, you'll be able to click on comics.
Oh,
The Daredevil ones I sent in.
but nothing is listed. Come on.
No,
My friend bought the first edition of Watchmen, and I was so jealous. I was so
that's
jealous.
cool.
That's insanely cool. I told him like the story is insane. He bought it, and yeah, sometimes my friends buying something super rare, but
Yeah,
I didn't have any rare yet.
you'll get something.
Yeah. So put more comic books. That's my
I
request.
know. We need to.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. So thank you so much. Any final words for the guys for the community who watching us all the time? Actually, like these seven amazing people
Um,
on the abstract and some guys
yeah,
on.
I really appreciate you guys listening to me talk about collectibles. And if you have any questions, you can DM me or comment on one of my posts, and I'll help you out, or someone will be in there to help you out. And yeah, I thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Really, really a cool conversation. So again, we'll be happy to talk with you more, and I hope I will invite this artist, and we'll invite you to then to talk
That would be
together.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's try it. I think yeah, we should do
Yeah,
this. So
that sounds
thank
good.
you again, guys. Thank you for watching us. It was really great to hang out with all of you because you was active. You wrote your comment. Thank you for the artists that you sent, guys, and for the all updates. So yeah, have a great day and evening, and bye bye.